welcome back. My name is Sybonn and this is a part 2 to the Hoth Echo Base build that I did recently. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link on the screen and in the description if you want to check that out, because I'm not going to go over that in too much depth. I'm going to go over what I've added to it. Now, I've used a lot of your suggestions that you did on Reddit and in the comment section, so I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate the overall support that I've had from these builds that I've been doing. I was really surprised and really grateful over all your comments and all your likes and everything that you've done for the videos. I really appreciate it. So this is a build, as you can probably tell, on the 8080 Walker. Now, I really want to do this, and I've done it to carry on the same as the other build of this, so the main base, so it's not just a picture of something. So I wanted it to be a living environment that you're in, so that it looked like normal, so it didn't seem like it was frozen in time, if that makes sense. So rather than making the walker, for example, standing up and pretending to walk towards the base when it never moves, I've done it so that it looks like a giant fallen, and this is what the result is. And in this case, we've turned it into a NPC house. So as I've gone through this, I've just made a rough shell and then built upon that to actually make it into something, and I played around with a bit of the depth in using the actuated block, so pushing them away. I'll show you that in a bit more depth towards the end of this video, because I've done something a little bit different that I've not tried, and I think it works really well. I think it looks really cool. So I can't wait to show you that, which I'll show you after all this. So quick little time lapse just to show you this, how I got to the end result. So how I've done it is done an entrance from the top, which looks like you've just sort of broken into it. It's where it's been damaged, that kind of thing. So and that's how you got into it, and showing it as it's pretty much finished. Now I changed a little bit after this, which I'll show you shortly, but this is what it looks like, and I really like how it's turned out. I think it looks pretty accurate to what the actual walker is, an actual fallen walker, so I'm happy how it's turned out. So let me know what you think as well, or anything I should change. Next part of this build is the shield generators, and that's directly from a couple of comments and a couple of suggestions from you guys to say that to put this in amongst it. Now what I've done is I've put it to the back of the base, and it's a big build, but I tried to make it look as accurate as possible, but it also made it functional as well, so it's more NPC houses, all valid. And I've played around with automatic doors, which you'll see shortly, and so as you approach them, they'll open and close. Trying to make them a little bit different, having a little green light above it, so when you actually go through the door, it's green, so it allows you access, that kind of thing. I'll let you watch this time lapse, and I'll go through the whole build with you after. So here's the final build all completed. I'm really happy with how it's come out. It's slightly different to what you saw earlier, but slightly the same as well. You access through the center bit. I've added a little bit of smoke to it to add a bit of atmospheric to it all, just to sort of bring it all together. Got two little NPC houses here. One of them is the engine room at the back here, which I've used some of the Martian bookcases and the cog blocks and all these kind of things, which kind of fit quite well, I thought. And this is the Armory Room, which has all the weapons and everything, where the troopers would probably be sitting, really. And you've got a little access hole to the little storage area at the back, and then the main bit, which is at the front here, which is through a little automatic door which merchant can't get escape, only I can go through. And got a little cockpit here which the merchant sometimes likes to sit on, which looks kind of cool, I thought. war table has made its appearance here again, which I thought was it fits really well, so I wanted to use it again. So I've used copper plating, platinum blocks, Martian conduit, luminite, all these kind of things, which all kind of fit with this futuristic metallic vibe which I've got going on, and it all fits really well, I think. So I like to make them look pretty cool at night as well, so I've added some gemspark blocks in here and there just to bring it back to life again. So around the legs and sort of around the back here, and there's little lighting, like say in the center here, just to bring it a little bit brighter, so it's not completely dark when you're actually in there, and obviously the green light to show you going through. Now the next bit is something I didn't mention before, but I've done it purely based on some of the comments that I've had, which suggested to do it, and it's these turrets and this trench. I'm really happy with how it looks, mostly because of this one that's in the background. So this is I'm trying to make it look like it's further away, so I made it a little bit smaller, actuated them and removed them so they don't clash with me, and it I hope it looks the way I want it to. And you've got the main turret here, which is actually an NPC house again, so maximizing the NPC houses around here. Now the mushroom lamps, that's what these are, and I've painted them white just to sort of make them look realistic to the environment that's here, but it really fits well, I think. And just on cue, we've got a snowstorm as well, which I think it just really fits, so I'm really happy with how that's come out. So this is it in the daytime, and I think it still looks pretty cool, and I'm happy that this kind of bridges the gap in between without it being a big structure. And then this just leads on to the main echo base, which you may have already seen. So here at the rear of the base, you've still got the Wampa cave entrance, which is here, and then you go up to the shield generators, which are here. And I've made NPC houses in each of the structures and automatic doors as well, for you to gain access, so it's nice and easy, nice and quick. And to go across the whole thing, you can run straight through the middle, and it makes it nice and easy. Again, using these Martian bookcases to sort of go with the whole power shield generator kind of look. And I like the Martian conduit because it kind of glows as well, and it pulses, so it kind of fits quite well. And like I said, they're all valid NPC houses, and you can exit through the back here the same as the front. And at night I've used the gemspark again just to make it all nice and glowy, and so you can still see it and still shows it off, and works all the way across as well. So that finishes off the new additions that I've made to the Hoth base that I've been working on. I think I'll move on to a different planet within the Star Wars, but I'm going to build it on this world as well. So then when I release this to you guys, you can then just choose which world you want to sort of build and play in. So I hope you like it. If you've got any suggestions, please let me know and write them in the comment section, and leave a like if you like the video. And I'm working on the boss themed house build currently, the next one, so if you want to see that, then please subscribe and check that out when I've finished. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.